Chapter 15. Nothing is free. Have you ever stopped to think about the true cost of the things you value most? Whether it's wealth, security, or freedom, everything comes at a price, even if that price isn't immediately obvious. In Chapter 15 of The Psychology of Money, Morgan Housel explores the concept that nothing in life is truly free. This chapter reveals that every financial decision involves trade-offs, opportunity costs, risks, and sacrifices. While some costs are explicit, others are subtle, like stress, uncertainty, or the discipline required to stay the course. Recognizing and accepting these costs is crucial to achieving long-term financial success. In this audiobook session, we'll break down the hidden costs of wealth, the psychological toll of investing, and why understanding the price of admission is key to mastering your financial journey. By the end, you'll not only rethink the concept of value, but also take actionable steps to align your goals with the realities of life's trade-offs. Section 1. The Illusion of Free Wealth. Morgan Housel begins by challenging the idea that wealth or success can come without a price. Key insight: every financial gain comes with its own set of challenges, risks, or sacrifices. Illustration: consider someone who inherits a large fortune. While it may seem like free money, they often face immense pressure to manage it wisely, deal with family dynamics, or navigate newfound responsibilities. Reflection: what costs have you overlooked in your pursuit of wealth or financial freedom? Section 2. The Price of Investing. Investing is one of the most powerful tools for building wealth, but it's not without its costs. Key points. 1. Volatility. Market fluctuations can test even the most disciplined investor. 2. Patience. Long-term investing requires a willingness to delay gratification. 3. Uncertainty. No investment is guaranteed to succeed. Example: Housel compares investing to buying a ticket to a thrilling amusement park ride. The ups and downs of the market are the price of admission. To reap the rewards, you must stay on the ride, even when it feels uncomfortable. Challenge: how can you reframe the discomfort of investing as a necessary cost of building wealth? Section 3. The Hidden Costs of Success. Financial success often carries hidden costs beyond the monetary. Key insight: the more you achieve, the greater the expectations, responsibilities, and scrutiny you face. Case study: think about entrepreneurs or CEOs who achieve extraordinary success. They often sacrifice time, relationships, and personal well-being. Reflection: what are you willing to trade off to achieve your financial goals? Are you clear on the limits of what you're willing to sacrifice? Section 4. Opportunity costs. Every choice you make comes with an opportunity cost, the benefits you give up by choosing one path over another. Example: spending on luxury goods today might mean less savings for future investments. Pursuing a high-paying but stressful job might come at the expense of health or family time. Takeaway: the key is to align your financial decisions with your deepest values and priorities. Actionable. Question: what opportunity costs are you currently accepting in your financial life? Are they worth it? Section 5. The Cost of Patience and Discipline. Housel emphasizes that patience and discipline are some of the most valuable and challenging skills in personal finance. Key points. Patience costs. Waiting for long-term gains can feel like a sacrifice, especially in a world that prioritizes instant gratification. 2. Discipline costs. Sticking to a budget or investment plan often means saying no to short-term desires. Illustration: imagine an investor who resists the urge to sell during a market downturn. Their patience and discipline pay off in the long run, but the emotional toll in the moment is real. Challenge: how can you strengthen your ability to endure the psychological costs of financial discipline? Section 6. Recognizing value in costs. Housel invites readers to see the costs of wealth building not as burdens but as investments in their future. Key insight: The most successful people embrace the trade-offs and view them as the price of their goals. Example: think about athletes who endure grueling training schedules, or artists who face countless rejections. Their willingness to pay the price is what sets them apart. Reflection: what costs are you currently avoiding that might actually be worth paying to achieve your long-term goals? Section 7. Avoiding the trap of free. One of the most dangerous financial mindsets is expecting something for nothing. Key points. 1. Be wary of deals or opportunities that seem too good to be true. 2. Understand that avoiding costs often means missing out on rewards. Example: choosing a low-cost investment might save money up front, but could lead to lower returns over time. Takeaway: true wealth requires an investment of time, effort, and sometimes money. Section 8. Accepting the price of admission. Housel's central message in this chapter is simple. Success has a price, and the sooner you accept it, the better prepared you'll be to achieve your goals. Key strategies. Define your goals. Be clear on what you're striving for and why. 2. Anticipate costs. Identify the sacrifices and risks you'll need to take. 3. Commit to the process. Embrace the discomfort as part of the journey. Reflection: what are you willing to pay, emotionally, mentally, and financially, for the life you want? As Morgan Housel so eloquently explains, nothing in life is truly free. Every success, every gain, and every dream requires a trade-off. But the beauty lies in knowing that these costs, when consciously chosen, pave the way to a richer, more meaningful life. Final thought. What price of admission are you ready to pay to achieve your dreams? By embracing the costs, you unlock the rewards that make the journey worthwhile. Let today be the day you start seeing costs not as barriers, but as stepping stones to your greatest aspirations. Chapter 16. You and Me. What makes financial decisions so personal? Why is it that the same investment strategy that works for one person may fail for another? In Chapter 16 of The Psychology of Money, Morgan Housel dives into the deeply personal nature of financial behavior. He explains that our financial choices are shaped by our unique experiences, upbringing, and emotions. The key takeaway? There's no one-size-fits-all approach to money. What works for me may not work for you, and that's okay. Understanding this concept can lead to greater empathy, better financial decisions, and a deeper connection to your own financial goals. In this audiobook session, we'll explore the nuances of individual financial behavior and why respecting the diversity of perspectives is essential for financial growth. By the end, you'll feel equipped to embrace your unique money journey and take action with confidence and clarity. Section 1. The uniqueness of financial behavior. Housel starts this chapter by highlighting a fundamental truth. Our financial decisions are deeply influenced by our personal histories. Key insight: your financial behavior is a product of your life experiences, which are unique to you. Example: consider two people, one who grew up during an economic boom and another who grew up during a recession. Their views on risk, spending, and saving will likely be worlds apart. Reflection: how have your past experiences shaped your approach to money? Example: consider two people, one who grew up during an economic boom and another who grew up during a recession. Their views on risk, spending, and saving will likely be worlds apart. Reflection: how have your past experiences shaped your approach to money? Section 2. The role of bias and emotion. Financial decisions are rarely purely rational. They're often driven by biases, fears, and emotions. Key points. 1. Confirmation. Bias. We tend to seek out information that aligns with our beliefs. 2. Loss. Aversion. The pain of losing money often outweighs the joy of gaining it. 3. Overconfidence. We sometimes believe our strategies are foolproof when they aren't. Example: Imagine someone who invests heavily in a single stock because of their emotional attachment to the company. Their decision isn't based on logic, but on personal bias. Challenge: how can you identify and mitigate emotional biases in your financial decisions? 3. Overconfidence. We sometimes believe our strategies are foolproof when they aren't. Example: imagine someone who invests heavily in a single stock because of their emotional attachment to the company. Their decision isn't based on logic, but on personal bias. Challenge: how can you identify and mitigate emotional biases in your financial decisions? Section 3. No universal rules. Housel emphasizes that there's no universal rulebook for personal finance because everyone's goals, circumstances, and values differ. Key insight: financial advice that works for one person might be disastrous for another. Illustration: for someone in their 20s, investing in high-risk stocks might be a smart move. But for someone nearing retirement, the same strategy could be catastrophic. Takeaway: understand your own financial goals and tailor your strategy to fit your unique situation. Illustration: for someone in their 20s, investing in high-risk stocks might be a smart move. But for someone nearing retirement, the same strategy could be catastrophic. Takeaway: understand your own financial goals and tailor your strategy to fit your unique situation. Section 4. Empathy in financial decisions. Understanding that everyone's financial journey is unique fosters empathy. Key points. 1. Judgment. Hurts. Avoid criticizing others for their financial choices. 2. Learn from others. While their experiences may differ, there's always something valuable to learn. Example: you might see someone spending extravagantly and assume they're irresponsible. But what if they've saved diligently for years and are now enjoying the fruits of their labor? Reflection: how can you approach other people's financial decisions with curiosity instead of judgment? Section 5. The interplay of culture and money. Cultural norms and societal values heavily influence financial behavior. Key insight: what's considered a smart financial move in one culture may be viewed differently in another. Illustration: in some cultures, investing in real estate is seen as the ultimate financial goal. In others, focusing on stocks or entrepreneurship might be the norm. Challenge: reflect on how your cultural background has shaped your financial mindset. Section 6. Financial independence is personal. Financial independence looks different for everyone. Key points. 1. For some, it's about retiring early. 2. For others, it's about having the freedom to pursue their passions. Example: a teacher who loves their job might view financial independence as having enough savings to teach without stress. Meanwhile, an entrepreneur might see it as reaching a point where they can take bigger risks. Takeaway: define what financial independence means to you and build a strategy around it. Section 7. Learning from failure. Housel reminds us that failure is an inevitable part of financial growth. Key insight: every mistake is an opportunity to learn and refine your approach. Example: a failed investment might teach you about diversification, or an over-budget month might help you create a more realistic spending plan. Challenge: what financial lessons have you learned from your past mistakes? Section 8. Actionable steps for your financial journey. To end the chapter, Housel offers practical advice for navigating your personal financial journey. Key strategies. 1. Know yourself. Take the time to understand your values, goals, and risk tolerance. 2. Stay open-minded. Be willing to adjust your strategy as your circumstances and priorities evolve. 3. Respect diversity. Recognize that everyone's financial path is different. Reflection: what steps can you take today to align your financial strategy with your unique values and goals? In Chapter 16 of The Psychology of Money, Morgan Housel reminds us that financial decisions are as unique as the people who make them. By understanding your own experiences, biases, and goals, you can create a financial plan that truly works for you. Final thought. Your financial journey is yours alone. Embrace it, learn from it, and respect the paths of others. When you do, you'll find not only financial success, but also a deeper sense of purpose and connection. Let this chapter be the spark that inspires you to take ownership of your financial future on your terms.